Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We've just finished a very long session with Angel Star in court. uh, we just took a break. I went to feed my cat her medication, so that's all good. We have rebooted, recharged, and we are ready to continue with this trial and maybe some investigation. We'll see how spunky we're feeling. But
Oh boy.
let us continue. It's only 11:56. That was less than 2 hours.
Yep.
It felt like 5. um, Mr. Wright,
Huh? What?
are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened with your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth.
Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen the last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's tasted mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? Huh? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Star wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Ugh. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs, ooh-wee. I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Whoa.
That was perfectly timed. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Wright?
I don't know.
Well
I'm
then,
I'm concerned.
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.
This is unacceptable.
It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Excuse me. Knock knock.
Oh, who's there?
What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seemed to be filling the courtroom.
That's the organ music, Nick. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he?
Someone with very piercing eyes in HD when your face is very close to a screen. Jesus Christ. I thought the stare was unnerving in pixels. I thought it was unnerving the first time I saw it on HD on the 3DS. I thought it was unnerving on like a 30 to 40 inch TV screen. I find it the most unnerving on like a 20-inch monitor because I'm very close in proximity to it and I can see the individual lines of his eyes. Very close to my face. I was at least sitting farther back like every other time.
Nope, he's right there.
He's right in my face.
Yep.
Hello, sir. This is my first time replaying this since you gave me capital F feelings about this character also. Damn you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, who on earth is he? This is, like, one of Katie's favorite characters. Ah, it's you.
Oh.
Oh my god, please. I was like, mentally, I was just like, please stop staring. Please stop. Katie, it scares me every time.
Look how happy he is.
Thank
Look
God.
at that smile. It's a winning smile.
Thank God, it is a very winning smile.
Sorry I'm late, Aji. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Aji? How have you been? Swimming much these days?
Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy.
Busy schmizzy, Aji, my boy. You need to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed. Aji seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. So, sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about a little Worthy giving you all the trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together. Jolly. Little Worthy?
Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Oh, God. Oh, God!
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler!
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think it was stuffed into the exhaust pipe. on little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now, wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a good look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. There's no mistaking that signature is there, Miss Miles Edgeworth.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it. Let the game autoplay. You can just go to the left. Ah! No one give Emma a knife. Ah! Don't scare me like that.
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood?
Switchblade knife found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. Switchblade knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and police, and this knife.
Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really.
I have to say, the sound of Gant clapping his hands together with, like, the glove clap, it makes me very happy inside. It's a very nice sound. I've always liked that. Like, when his sprite keeps clapping for a while, instead of just, like, the clap where it stops, but, like, you know, the one where it just continuously claps for a little while, I'll usually let it run. Just for, like, for a little bit, just to hear, like, the clap, 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 clap. I'm like, oh, yay, this is a nice sound.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day at the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
How's your voice doing?
Oh,
There was a murder at the police department? A detective? Remember, you have those throat lozenges.
oh yeah,
They
I
work,
have them.
Okay, they work wonders.
That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order, order, order.
Anyway, we at the department were all afluster, as you might as well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
He says to an entire courtroom of people.
I love this man.
I know. I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright,
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places?
the chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. We can press him, like, on everything, right?
Yeah, you can press him on everything.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Sometimes when they say that, they're like, it's like, don't press on the wrong fucking thing.
Excuse me? Special?
Oh, god damn it. Sorry. I was trying to click and it was over options.
Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that.
We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found at the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to this case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things going on in the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto.
Evidence that's linked to this knife to the Detective Goodman.
I forgot to fucking inspect it like an idiot. Let's see here. This is actually much more difficult with a mouse than you would expect. There we go. There's a small tag on the knife. It says... Oh, sorry.
It says SL92.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code.
Flashbacks
DL6.
to DL6. Oh!
DL6. Maybe it's a case number.
I've played these games too much. That's weird.
What?
I don't remember where. But I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either.
Maybe I should check the court records again.
Ah, yes, we have. SL9. That's not... Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
if we turn it upside down.
Yeah. Yeah, SL9. Yep, 221 SL9. I was like, that just suddenly clicked in my brain. Like, that was a puzzle piece that snapped into place really quick. My memory was like, here it is. I was like, ow.
I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place.
Yeah, I took the pain for you, Nick.
I should try presenting the piece of evidence that I had that stumped me all this time.
So, how were things down at the department? Well, first we're gonna let Katie's favorite boy talk more.
Yay!
Yes. And by the way, Katie wanted to do this role. She was like, I will take the orange man. And I was like, okay, okay. That was like, as soon as she said it, I was like, all right, like my hands were in the air.
Look, from the first blank stare, I fell in love with this character.
Yeah, she did. She was like, oh my God, Danny, who is this? I love him. And I was like, you're not creeped out? And she was like, no, I love him.
I do. I love him so much.
And I was like, what is your major malfunction? And she's like, I love him. I was like, oh God.
Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got that good look in your eye there. Righto, my boy. Sharp. Hungry.
So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter. I understand. You were busy with that Lana case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day?
He's making dad jokes. Yeah, he is.
On the same day that detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed in the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy?
I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Okay, we know when he died. 5:15. And we know he was found in the police department.
Mm-hmm.
So it's how he was killed.
Yep.
Okay, I was like, I'm correct on that. I'm like waiting for your affirmation on that.
Well,
We know when he died. That one's out of the question.
yeah.
So
We don't know where. We just know the police department. We don't
Yeah.
know where in the police department either.
but we also don't know how he was killed.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, oh God. I think it's that they were I think it's that the murder is exactly like the same. So I think either one is a correct answer, isn't it?
Nope.
Of course not, because this case loves to be a dick. Are you leading me in the right direction, or did I have it?
I'm trying to lead you in the right direction.
Okay, so where the victim was found, and not how he was killed.
Yep. Because, I mean, you already said it. It's identical to this, so...
Well, yeah, so that makes me think you would want to know how the victim was killed, but okay.
So, tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room?
You wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, Righto?
I don't know, we got tased in there.
We got tased in the cold case files, though.
Ah, that's true.
I can't say I've heard of it. I guess I should ask again once I've learned a bit more about this evidence room.
Oh,
There's something.
go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
There's something strange about this, that the place where the body was found.
He wants you to ask about how he died.
Yeah, but you have to ask the first time.
Oh, you have to ask about the... Are you serious? This case is such a son of a bitch.
No, let's just continue to press around.
Oh, no, we're gonna keep pressing. We're gonna keep pressing, Gant. Alright, Orange Power Man. Although you love this animation, so you know, I'm just letting it linger.
It's so freaking cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fucking big old Gant simple here.
I am.
I love this man.
Hums Queen / Bowie in the background. What, under pressure? Under pressure.
I 5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecution's office. Or the prosecutor's office.
What?
Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place, and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
Coincidence?
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident.
About your incident in your
About
department.
your incidents in your department, yeah.
How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand.
I try to understand, Righto.
Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together.
Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence.
And that knife. What was it doing there?
I'd better check that knife out.
Oh,
Alright, now we start presenting stuff.
or pressing on
No.
the... No?
Presenting.
We don't press him on how he died? I thought you said we had to ask that first.
No,
Before did-
we'll get to that, you'll see.
Okay, god damn
You
it.
don't outright press it.
And...
We're gonna have to press another statement again after, but we have to show that the two cases are connected.
Right, yeah, with the note, the SL9 note.
Mhm.
But to address chat, I haven't played the Alfendi Layton game yet. It is on my phone still, but I still haven't played it. Okay, yep, that's the statement we need to present the note on.
Yep.
He is feeding that to you.
Mm-hmm. Wait a second.
Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection.
This knife. This had something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
Aha! And honest to goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great.
I love that Gant's like a Nick fanboy. Because he kind of is.
He really kind of is. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here we also have a memo that was on the victim's body.
What's this? 6 minus 7s 12 2?
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
Aha!
Whoever wrote this note was holding this paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief?
Oh well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing?
Four-dimensional chess?
This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens.
There we go. That's where I just let the animation go so I can just listen to the clap. Yay. It doesn't, like, activate, like, my ASMR. I don't get, like, tinglies, but I'm like, oh, that's a nice sound.
It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Okay.
Go back.
Yeah, let me look. I was gonna look before I was like, okay, now we press him on the crustavities. Right? Correct?
Mm-mm.
Do we just press him again?
No. On a certain statement we do.
We're doing it the long way. Okay, is this new dialogue?
No, this
No.
isn't.
Okay. Yeah, no, sharp, hungry, blah, blah, blah. Why wasn't I informed? Why didn't you ask? Dad jokes. Yep. Just arrested him. Yeah, this again. Correct. Now we ask how the victim was killed. Or where we ask where the victim was found, because we now know the context of the evidence room.
We now know the context.
Of the evidence room. Okay.
Yep. We've already heard this.
Okay.
Wait a second. I've heard of that.
The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
This knife was evidence in a case, and stolen from the department evidence room.
There's a connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With a link between the two cases established, we could finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify on the details.
Okay. So now we present here, because he's saying it's not
Nope.
officially linked. No? Time of the crime. Detective was killed. It's this one or the one where we pressed him.
No.
Do we press him again?
No.
Damon Gant. Stop playing 4D chess. Okay, so we don't present on either of those statements. And we don't present on this statement either.
No, we have to press on a statement. Because we know something is no longer a coincidence.
If this man couldn't crush me between his bare hands, I would take him by the shoulders and shake him around. I forgot he dicks you around this much. I willingly push it out of my head. Because if you go back to my Twitter, scroll back to 2019, I'm just like, I want off this fucking ride. Like, I'm just like, I want off this ride. I want off. So it's there. I always repress it because I forget how much he dicks you around. Oh, Damon Gant, sir, please.
No!
What you said to press?
Not on that one! I said we had to press on a statement!
You just said that statement.
No, I had said on a statement.
Well, it's doing this. Did I fuck up?
The defense's position is simply this.
Okay, we're on the wild ride.
The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found at the knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. See, that was right. Jerking me around.
You two make a good pair.
You were fucking me around. You were pulling a Damon Gant. You were like, no, not that one, after you said, press that one.
We still don't have information that we need.
Oh my god.
We didn't make a connection that we needed to make.
Okay, well, either way, Gant's a right worshipper, so thank God. I think I put that in my my boyfriend slide as well. I think I did. It's on Twitter.
Blessed.
It's on Twitter.
It took my men 2 days to find out what you two deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially?
The Phoenix Wright way?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What? Really?
Who would have guessed?
Let's press them.
If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Oh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh, well. I guess I might as well try and get what I can out of him.
It's the ID number.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this.
Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Will we, though?
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers. Don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189.
5842189. Oh.
You doing okay there?
I remember the ID card shenanigans very well. Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
8, 2... I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? Fuck yeah, it does.
The ID number on the victim's card in the police department. 5842189. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does it mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Tells me it was the guy that was murdered at the prosecutor's office.
Witness!
Right, really? What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just... I got confused.
And this is news?
Edgeworth. Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
Okay.
Nick's like, ooh, a little flirty tone.
I like that. Anyway, the police department and the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number right here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number for our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82... I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 584-2189.
Okay, to be fair, I wouldn't remember that either. My short-term memory is garbage.
Objection!
Wait a second, Wright. What does this...
Mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed at the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. Who's on first? He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. This is really like a who's on first situation of murder.
The judge made himself laugh.
Yeah. It's quite a funny skit. Oh. Abbott and Costello.
Yet, a detective Bruce Goodman was also apartment in the evidence room at the exact same time.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location. Who's the defendant? I'm asking you who's the defendant. Chat. Oh, I completely missed Haji's line. The Professor Plum in the evidence room with the knife. We don't have the fucking... we don't have, like, the history thing yet. What did Aji even say?
He was just like, wait, how? Type of stuff.
Okay. No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight. The grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Oh, have fun. Oh, he has a cute little hamster voice.
Excuse me, is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. On the request of the chief, sir. I have your report, sir.
You don't mean... him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me... He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth. The victim's name is right on the top of the report.
Ah! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer is capable of making the connection. He did seem... off.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of your duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
This is why Gant made my shit list for a really long time. What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy.
Huh? I was just doing my job?
No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
You better get results this time. Really.
You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's never done this, right, Mr. Wright?
No.
Everything Lana told me, he's always been so put together.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of the court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it is not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
We did it!
We got through court. I thought it was gonna take so much shorter than that. I forgot Angel took up like 2 hours. Oh my god.
So yeah, we should probably call it.
Oh my god. How is your voice?
Oh. That's rough. That's rough, but I'm having fun.
I can tell you're having fun. You sound genuinely jolly when you're doing Gant. Okay.
I mean, he's just a happy-go-lucky type of guy.
Yeah, he's like trying to get Miles kicked out of the prosecutor's office. That is why he like that kind of like those low digs put him on my shit list for the longest time. Pretty much until you like came at me with feels.
He is just a jolly old dad.
He's not a dad though.
No, he's not.
He's old enough to be like a grandpa essentially.
Yeah.
He's in his 60s.
Yes.
He doesn't look like it though.
No, he does not.
Oh man. God, I was hoping we'd be able to get to the investigation. I completely forgot about Angel. Just that whole section just reminded me of why I don't like her. Just all of the vitriol I have. I'm like, it's all here. I'm like, maybe it'll change this time. Lol, nope. She's still perjuring the shit out of herself, and like, she's doing all of this terrible shit and like justifying it, saying that she's fighting corruption. And I'm like, you're no better. Fuck you.
My voice did nothing to help soothe. I tried.
Your voice was fantastic. Don't even. Chat's gonna back me up on that. Chat.
Cat is dead.
No, it's just that there's that lag.
I know.
There's the latency, even though I'm like low latency. Hello, yes, this is Chat. Moshi Moshi. Chat days. It was amazing. See, told you.
Yay. I wasn't so much worried with Angel as I was with getting Gant when he gets serious.
Yeah, no, you did a really good job. Like, I was interested to see how you were going to portray that, like, especially when he's like, I said quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can do the scary, snarly man, and if I'm later going to do the man who eats rocks,
The other scary, snarly man.
the one who eats rocks,
Yeah.
then you can definitely do Gant. It's just gonna wreak a little havoc on your throat, like Von Karma did for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, those throat lozenges, though, and yes, Chat, I will hook you up. I'll send you the Amazon link. It is they're sugar free as well. Mountain menthol flavor, so they're mint, and it's like 70 of them with 4 bags. So you'll just like live forever. I don't know what you're saying.
I know the first one is Moshi Moshi Chat Days.
Oh, okay.
Great. It's Segoy Days, Seal, right?
Can you read that due to studying well, it's a combination of your Chinese studies, your Chinese studies and your past neighbors, right?
Yeah, it's due to my friends. I'm not my Japanese is literally next to nothing. I will openly admit that. But I am pretty okay-ish with reading hiragana and katakana.
I thought your Chinese studies also helped with that, even though the characters are, mean completely different things.
Yes and no. That's with the kanji, and sometimes it actually really messes me up.
Oh, okay. So it's like how Latin kept fucking me up with Spanish, essentially.
Yeah, and no, you continue it. You can continue. It's okay. I'll just be staring blankly sometimes.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, wow. What a day. Boy, oh boy.
We did it.
We did do it. Fucking... And I didn't miss shit. You were like, you missed something. You needed to make a connection with something. Nope. No, we didn't. I was fine. I was fine.
I was just actually reading through, like, just a part of the summary, and they updated something from the DS version. So it actually is press the correct statement when on the DS version it would not have been the correct statement.
Wait, what?
They switched some of the dialogue around from updated ports.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, you were supposed to press statement number 5, but we got the same results by pressing statement number 6.
Huh. Interesting. It might have been like they might have flagged it as a press 5 or 6 and you'll get the same result.
Yeah.
They might have updated it to that because they're like, wow, the DS version was really fucking dickish. Because you're on Damon Gant's Wild Ride. I will say this, whenever he's
I love him.
Yeah, well, yes, I know you do. But you have to admit, whenever he's in the courtroom,
everything goes sideways.
Yeah, it turns into Damon Gant's Wild Ride.
Oh yeah. It all goes sideways.
Yeah, and you want to get off. You want to get off the ride and you can't get off the ride. You're stuck. Until you figure it out. And oh my gosh, at least it's not like in later games it's like, because usually you're used to pressing everything or like presenting things, and it's like if you present something at the wrong time, or if you press this statement before this statement, like you can just game over. Like game 2 is the one that does that, and it is awful
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
It is awful about it.
Yes, they do.
They do. Actually, the later ones almost to a fault. Like the very later ones, like Apollo's trilogy, it starts to get a little too easy, actually. Because it starts to get pretty obvious. It actually, like, Dual Destinies, I forgot that, like, you can't, it doesn't give you the option to, like, investigate unless the game tells you to. Like, they lead you on rails that much. If I am going to give DD a critique, it will be that. You should be able to just investigate everything. I think they fixed that in Game 6. I'm going through Spirit of Justice again right now, so we'll see. But yeah, Dual Destinies did kind of lead you on rails to the point where it's like, oh, there's nothing to investigate here, so you don't really need to look at anything. And that's, like, I think that's actually a big weakness. Like, you don't need to lead the player on with, like, you don't need to take the player by the hand that much. It adds a lot of flavor to the world to even investigate things that you don't really need to, like, they kind of reverted back in Daigyakuten. They let you investigate things like once you leave the Naruhodo consulting agency, you can just go out onto the street and there's literally nothing that happens there, but you can still investigate it. And it adds flavor to the world. Like, just Ryunosuke observing his surroundings and talking about it adds flavor text. And I really like that, because it builds the world around you and makes it a more believable thing. You appreciated that a lot. I didn't. I wanted to see Charlie again. The game wouldn't let me see Charlie. You cannot look at Charlie in Game 5. I was very upset. I did not like that. They started making the games way too simple, actually. I preferred the kind of difficulty curve. I actually preferred the kind of, like, ripping my hair out feeling of Rise from the Ashes. Because I'm like, damn. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Chat saying, I got extremely frustrated cycling around a million regions not knowing where to go or something might be left, but now that you mention it, I think Daigyakuten's way was of doing it was better, in that it just told you where there were plot important things, but still let you go other places. Yeah, and it lets you world build.
Mhm.
That flavor text is really good world building and lets you get immersed in the story and the scenery more. And you just,
I
like...
hear a Miss B.
Do you? Oh my god. Hello, I didn't hear her. Was it her caller or her?
It was the jinglies.
Yeah, that's her caller. Hi, baby. Oh, meow. Meow. Are you CP? Are you CP? For those who don't know, the vet told me to start giving my cat, who has pretty bad allergies, some Zyrtec at night. Because, like, I give her a vitamin in the morning, and, it doesn't, like, completely knock her out. Like, it doesn't just, like, drug her, but, like, when she sleeps really, really soundly, unless I do something like shift in my sleep and accidentally nudge her off the bed. But she usually curls up and just conks right out, so I think she is sleepy and asking Mama to get in the bed. Is that what you're asking? You have been good. We haven't had a court kitty, really. I'm shocked. I thought we'd have a court cat. Your cat, graceful, elegant, jingly. My cat trying to sniff my paint water. Oh, if I had paint water, Bee would be trying to sniff it. Don't worry about it. Bee is not as elegant as you might think. She has rocketed herself into the air like someone just photoshopped her, essentially. Standing into the air. She's just gone, like, stiff-legged into the air. Fallen into a floor fan, a Vornado. and then, like, just, like, tumbled onto her side and looked at it, incredibly offended, just when, like, I snapped a sheet open. So she is anything but graceful. Kaity was there. She could attest. We were both dying.
Oh my god.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen happen to my cat. She's fine. She was just very offended that the fan happened to be in the way. She, like, jumped in the air and then fell sideways into the fan. It was hilarious. And she likes to chew cords.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a cord chewer.
Oh, look at Drax.
Oh, do we get a picture of Drax?
Yeah. He's watching us.
Oh, hi, boy. Hi, sweet
Aw.
boy. Hello. Are you being a good boy for Mom there? Meow, meow. My cat left before I could tell her that her cousin was watching her. No. No, he is not being good for Mom there. He's breaking the child locks and getting under the sink. He keeps trying to steal my silk. It's silk, Mom there. It's there to play with. He wants to paw paint. When I was reading Dawn to the Future, I had someone comment, be like, Arden Catzunia, LOL, and I was like, oh no, did my cat meow in the middle of an Arden line? And yes, she did. I was like, damn it. Oh, man. Yes, for those of you who are watching and don't know, most of my friends have cats. Maud has a doggo. Or Maud's roommates have a doggo.
Yeah.
A very rambunctious pupper. But a good girl. She's a very good girl.
It depends on the day and the alignment of the stars.
Yeah, it does. She's still a good girl. Oh boy. But yeah, that has been Rise from the Ashes so far. Angel, you are exhausting. Oh. My goodness. All Bobos are good Bobos? Yes. Whether they be Doge or Keat or any kind of exotic.
Yeah.
They are good. Yeah, cause Kaity has her little Axie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a sassy boy.
I love him. He loves me.
He does. He's a little shit when you're not there. It's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my mod does have an axolotl.
Yeah. I love him.
Mm-hmm. He's a cutie boy. He's over a year now.
Yes, he is.
Lazy boy. But yes, all Bubos are good Bubos. I agree with that sentiment, chat. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching Rise of the Ashes with us. This is gonna be a long one. We're gonna get past 20 episodes. This alone is gonna make us hit past 20. And this is, for those again who are new, this is again kind of hitting the standard case length. It's gonna start to. Well, actually no, it's about as long as the final case in 3.5, but still, the cases do get longer than they were in the first game. So it's like, you think that you had it. I don't know what the hell I was just saying. Oh my god, my mind just completely. I blue
Nap time for
screened.
you.
It's not nap time for me. I'm wide awake. My mind just blue screened. But anyway, like you think, like you're just like, oh, I've got the hang of this. I got the rhythm and the rhyme, and then you just hit Rise from the Ashes, and you're like, oh my god, this is a sprint. Gant stared me into blue screen of death. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That stare always creeps me out.
I love him.
Yeah, Katie finds it very endearing. I'm like, what is
I
wrong with
do.
you?
I don't. Look, there's a lot wrong with me. Let's just start with that.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gant stared my brain into BSOD. So, but yes, this has been Rise from the Ashes. This one's gonna be a while, so buckle up, guys. We're gonna have to stop in the middle of investigation. We're gonna have to, like, this is gonna now start being a thing. Maud and I are gonna have to start making calls on when we need to stop. We're gonna have to stop in the middle of court. We're gonna have to stop in the middle of investigation. The cases just get long enough where we have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on days where Maud has, like, her hybrid commute. It's just gonna have to be a hard stop.
Yeah, because I have to get up way early.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get into the office.
Yeah, you have a life. 100%. Things need to be worked around your life when I'm collaborating with you like this. Well, and in general, because you're my mod, so I need to work around your schedule as well. So that's just how it be. But yeah. So buckle up, guys, because the cases start getting longer. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I applaud my mod for essentially being an alto and going into baritone. I think that's really awesome, just because she loves the character so much. I think it's incredible. So, yeah, I think it's awesome. So I hope you guys are still having fun. And we will see you next time. Thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it, as always. Have a good one. And this is Danny.
And Katie.
And we'll see you later. Take it easy.